really be on black people time for real.
Hey man, listen. You know how it should go. Hey,
That's
man,
Wally's fault this time.
It was Wally fault.
Wally was waiting like 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. But you know how it is.
I'm getting everything set up, and this is how y'all do me. This is what we doing off the muscle.
You say he the muscle? That's what you said. You the muscle?
I said off the muscle.
Oh, off the muscle. Like, damn, he called himself the muscle, man. He said he the security up here. What up, Felicia? Oh yes. We back, man. Welcome back to the Best Damn W Show, man. Episode 40. 40 episodes in this thing. Sean Kemp episode. If y'all got any other 40 famous 40s, y'all can just put them in the chat. We'll read them off. Wally will put them on the screen. I am back. I'm glad to be back. I had to miss last week. Hey, real quick, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, man. I ain't mentioned that shit not one time since May has kicked off, but man, take care of yourself. Sometimes you gotta take you a mental health day, week. Sometimes you gotta do that. Take care of yourself. And come in different ways, taking care of yourself. But I am back, Jay, with my brother and my sister. Lo, how you doing?
I'm black and I'm blessed, man. The two best things to be. Can't relate if you can't understand. That ain't on me. But that's just how I'm coming in.
That is a fact. Nick, how you doing, man?
Always great to be back per usual. Can't complain.
Nick voice a little deeper today. He's under the weather, but he here.
He getting over COVID. It's like, nah.
Damn.
Bro, I don't know what it is, bro. Anytime I get sick, it takes me like a week to get over. Like,
no, but you know what they saying? That's the new like sicknesses right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause literally, even my baby was sick from Monday. He literally had a fever for like, I was very concerned. He had a fever from Monday afternoon to like Saturday, literally, just throughout the entire week, fever. And they're just like, it's a virus. Like, it's nothing you can really do. You just gotta let it work its course.
That is true. It do be taking a long time.
Lasting longer.
It does seem like that, man. It really does.
They're trying to get us out of here.
They really are. And the doctor did say,
man,
the doctor told us that it's a surge in COVID, RSV, and the flu right now, which is crazy because the weather is warming up and it's harder for viruses to sustain in hot weather. So, yeah, they trying to get us out of here.
It's funny you say that because there's so many different. We went through so much 5 years ago, and you still be seeing so much crazy, nasty shit. Like I saw the dog park by my house. I saw a couple in the dog park in the gates. The dog chilling, laying down in the wind, and they're sitting on the grass eating a pizza.
That's fucking gross, man.
Hold on, wait. At the dog park?
Inside the dog park.
Yeah,
not outside, inside.
I'm not even gonna say what
I was gonna ask a follow-up question, but I'll ask it in the group chat.
You already know.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go into. That's where I was going.
You already know
but now
what it
people
was.
are into this new thing called grounding. Have y'all heard about that? Like where they literally just are immersed in nature where their feet stand. And I'm probably not explaining it correctly. It's like a coping mechanism type of thing, I think.
So I ground. So basically like being one with the universe type shit. But I do that shit in my backyard.
Right. But people apparently doing it anywhere. Like I've been seeing people doing it anywhere now.
Yeah, they do.
But the dog party is nuts. The dog party nuts. It's piss all over your pizza. That's crazy.
You just get your pizza. It wasn't even no blanket on the ground. I was being super nosy at that point. It wasn't even like no blanket.
Did they have a plate?
Wow.
No, they just
was eating the box on the ground.
Box on the ground.
Nasty,
grab you a slice and eat that shit.
Dang.
They had napkins. They had paper towels. I saw, but I'm not putting nothing on no ground.
Not
with
no dog park.
Hell no.
Like even if you just say, like,
whoa, now you got too much dip on your chip.
I wouldn't even have judged them if they just like, even if they went to a park or something, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, I still wouldn't do that. But you know,
I'm not fucking around with that. Wally, my fault, man. I didn't say what's up to you, man. How you doing, man? We got Wally on the ones too, like always.
I mean, outside of y'all put me on blast, I'm good. I'm blessed.
Wiley, that was then. That wasn't me. You heard me. I was silent.
But nah,
I was silent.
I'm just happy to be here. Happy to be producing the pod, man. That's it.
But we're glad you're here, man. It looked like Nicholas is maybe he was coughing. Maybe he just had to run to the bathroom. I hope you're good, Nick. I hope you're good. Yeah, we can get this shit started. Yep. I did. Oh, there go Nick right there. Hold on, my fault.
My bad. Somebody loud as hell outside. I'm like, God damn.
Oh, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm like,
let's get this shit started then, man. I didn't get to watch a lot of hoops this weekend, but I saw some stuff, and my man Nicholas was mad as hell. The Las Vegas Aces, destroyed by the Seattle Storm, 102-82. And I'm just give you the floor because not only was it getting destroyed, Asia was part of that, getting embarrassed. And go ahead, Nick. The floor is yours.
Well, let me just say, okay, let's go back to before the season. So we all had our individual rankings of who we had 1 through 8. All of ours was pretty similar for the most part. I mean, we had some teams in like different spots. So I initially had Seattle 7, and boy, everybody was mad at me. And I'm like, yeah, they was mad. Like I had people, they were in my mentions, like mad, especially Seattle fans.
Oh, that makes sense.
Which is crazy. And I'm like,
they have a lot of fans. Like, no.
Damn,
they got a good amount of fans. They got a little.
They do. I'm just joking. They actually, for years they were still selling out, even when they weren't, even when they weren't winning.
That's true. But yeah, I had them at 7. I'm like, I don't know why people are upset. Like, I still got them making the playoffs. But I gotta say, throughout, I'll say maybe the last like maybe 3 or 4 games, and even this game tonight against Minnesota, I don't have it on right now, so I don't know who's winning or not. But I gotta admit, like they're definitely one of the top 5 teams in the league without question, and I gotta give them their respect. Everybody's hooping at a high level, led by Skylar. You see what NECA's doing. You know, it's so funny. Like, so we were talking about who are like the top 25 players in the W today, and I think that list had what NECA like 7, 8, 9, something like that.
8. I think it was.
I think it was like 8 or 9. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking, I'm like, bro, I like NECA. I love NECA. NECA's a legend, but yo, she got to be way too high on this list. But after what I saw Sunday, yeah, I'm putting her top 10. I don't even care what she does like for the rest of this year. What she did on Sunday.
What's she doing Sunday, Nick? What's up, T? What's she doing Sunday?
I'm gonna get to that in a second, but first I gotta say this: the Las Vegas Aces got their asses whooped on Sunday, and I saw it even early. I saw it early in the game just how lackadaisical they were defensively, and I was like, man, like if they don't make adjustments now, and this was like first quarter, second quarter, I'm like, if they don't make adjustments now, they're gonna get blown out. And they were down, I want to say around 20 at halftime. And
they was down by 14 after the first quarter.
Yeah, they were down. Yeah, it was like 32-18. But the Aces, they definitely got some problems that they got to fix, honestly. And I mean, it doesn't even just stem from the Seattle game. You even saw a lot of the issues even in the Friday's game against the Mystics, the one that they barely won based off a Jewel Lloyd game winner. But the Aces look horrible, lackadaisical defensively. They're allowing so many perimeter shots, whether it was Gabby Williams open for 3. Erica Wheeler had like at least
21 off the bench.
Yeah, she had like 3-4 threes in the first half alone, and they were all open looks. So their rotations are bad. They're not communicating well. And it was just like Lo said, belt to ass, honestly. But I got to get into this too because y'all know I love 3-time MVP, 2-time champ, one of the greatest players the game has ever seen in Asia Wilson. But she got that ass handed to her by NECA. NECA was cooking that ass. Like, I'm sorry.
Sometimes it be like that too.
I don't think I've ever seen Asia get cooked like that on defense ever. Just being real, like NECA was, bro. Like it was some great shit to have. I got to go back and watch the game now because I haven't had a chance to actually go back. But just the way that she was just cooking her in the mid range, the way that she was just getting open looks to the basket, like NECA had herself a game, honestly. And I got to give her credit. Like I said, I know that people have their preference on where they have her like ranked or whatever it is, but she definitely showed out in that game. And she's been showing out all season. But also, just real quick for Aces fans, relax, please. Like it's 4 games in a year. I get it. They're not looking the best right now, but let's just please relax. There's still 40 games left in the season. Like, we've only played 4 games so far. Do they look bad? Yes. Do they need to make adjustments? Yes. What adjustments will they make? I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure that Seattle game was a game that they have to look at and they say, you know, we gotta be better. And I'm expecting. I don't know exactly who they play next, but I'm hoping the Aces come out a much better team in the next game.
I don't know who they play now. Let's see.
I don't know.
So, what was your thoughts, Low, on the game? I know you saw it.
They don't play until Friday, I think.
Yeah.
They got a whole week off.
You need it.
I agree with everything Nick said. I think from the first quarter, I knew it was going to be a loss. 14-point deficit in the first quarter. You could just tell, like, they didn't look like it looked like piss poor effort, missing defensive assignments, lack of communication, just literally confused. Like, Seattle was hitting wide open shots, and I'm not trying to diminish what Seattle did because they literally were able to sustain the lead the entire game and just completely keep their foot on their necks the entire game. So you have to, you respect to that. But like they, as in the Aces, look atrocious on defense. Like they look atrocious on both sides of the ball if we're keeping it a buck. Like, and I think now what teams are doing is in the scouting report, they're literally just shutting down Asia, or they're trying to, because even though they won that Mystics game, if y'all watch that game, they were packing the paint with her. Like they were not like anytime she touched the ball, it was 2-3 people on her. Like she was not getting single coverage at all. If she did get single coverage, she was scoring. But same with Seattle. Anytime Asia touched the ball, it was 2-3 people on her. And when the guards can't make shots, what do you have? Like she's going to look the way she did. So yes, do I blame some of it on her? Because you're the best player in the world. You got to figure it out. Like whether that needs to be you being in more motion, whether that needs to be you bringing the ball down so you already have the ball in your hands. Like whatever the case may be, is you got to figure it out because you're the best player in the world. But number two, on the flip side, I also get that it's hard to score when 2-3 people are on you. And your teammates aren't making it easier for you in regards to making shots. Chelsea, sister, the hell are you doing out there? All you doing is just dribbling the ball. The stub butt is just dribbling. That's literally all she's doing. Like literally just dribbling the air out the ball. Like what are we doing?
Making you look bad.
Terrible passes, terrible decision making, getting cooked on defense. You can't pass anybody. All you're doing is dribbling. Where is unrivaled Chelsea? We need to see that because that's not who we're seeing right now. Jackie, you playing when you want to. Sometimes, some minutes you playing good, the other minutes you just. I mean, Jackie was absolutely just lost on defense. Didn't know where the hell she was supposed to be. And Jules' sister, I got off to a great start. And then it just all went to shit. Like it was collectively a bad game for all of them. But I agree with Nick. Like you can't throw away the whole season after 4 games. I think that's unrealistic. They will look better come playoff time. But if I'm a fan of the Aces, I have some slight concerns because it's not like we're just bad on one side of the ball. We're showing inconsistencies on both sides of the ball. And we already know what our bench is like, non-existent in regards to like number one. I will say Becky is playing them a little bit more than she has in the past. I will say that. But we already know that the talent level, when you go from 4 Olympians starting to the bench, the talent level drops off a little bit, right? Respectfully, because it's not 4 Olympians playing at the same time anymore. So it's like you're not playing well on offense. You're not playing well on defense. You can't rely on your bench. Like you're just not playing the game of basketball well right now. And that's that. So I think that they will get it together. Maybe they needed this punch in the mouth to get shit going. It needs to be a little bit more urgency because the teams in the WNBA are getting better. Like you can't just lose games and then try to hurry up and, start winning to make the playoffs. Like, no, like we thought we all on here claimed that they were going to be a top 5 team. They're not playing like a top 5 team.
Not at all.
Yeah, I think we had them as a top 3 team. They ain't playing like that shit at all.
Nope.
What they can do to fix it?
I mean, they have to start on the defensive end.
Yeah.
The Aces are the best when they are out in transition, and that starts with getting a rebound, playing defense, getting a stop, getting a rebound, and going out in transition. They're the best when they play in transition. So that's number one. So they got to focus on the defensive end. Like I think I read that they implemented a new defense this year. So maybe that's why they look so terrible on defense, but they have to communicate. If they don't communicate, it's going to continue to look like that. They have to know where they're supposed to be defensively. Like, they sometimes rely on Asia to save them so much that they're not where they're supposed to be on the basketball court. They're over helping, they're under helping, they're not helping at all. Like, so they have to communicate better on the defensive end before we can even go look at the offensive end. That's just my opinion.
No, they're definitely over helping, because the way that they were just leaving shooters wide open was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Whether it was a Skylar drive kick out, NECA drive kick out, like, you're finding open shooters like this because
Wide
you want to
open.
spin double teams, yeah. And they're killing y'all for that every time. Like, Seattle has really great ball movement, so you always got to be able to find ways to close out on shooters, and they didn't do that effectively.
Mm-hmm.
And then they switch a lot. And when
They
they're
do.
switching, they're not communicating at all. So they get
No.
lost on the switches often. Like, in certain players, like, you have to shoot the gap and not try to go under the screen, and they're just like going under the screen. I'm like, why are you going under the screen? But yeah, so start on the defensive end. That's the first thing. That's the main focal point right there. Defensive
But
end.
that's the thing, is like, when you do that, it's like, you got to understand your personnel. Like, if you got Chelsea Gray, like, having to fight through a screen, and then you have like Kia Stokes defending you, is like, or like, like defending on the switch, is like, come on, man. Like, to me, you got to go over that. Just my opinion, but
Right.
I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, I didn't get to watch the whole game. I saw highlights and something. They did look lost, but like you said, they've been looking lost the whole season. Even when that win against the Mystics, they just been looking.
They should have
Very
lost
mad.
that game.
It's just
Yeah,
not. It's just not the style of basketball or the quality and type of basketball we're used to seeing them play.
And you know how that is when you always relying on somebody. You have somebody as great as Asia on your team. You lose focus sometimes because you're always so used to her bailing you out, and because she kind of bailed him out against the Mystics. She found Jewel in the corner like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much stuff that.
Even Jackie on that. Even Jackie, when she was in the paint, Asia was falling to the ground, and she had Jackie the last minute to give her the pass to make the layup.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie's been making a lot of questionable decisions. I'm not gonna lie.
Her shot selection has been so bad.
Yeah, Jackie been
wild. I'm saying, going back to that New York game, she took a lot of bad shots in that New York game. And I'm like, yo,
yeah,
what are you doing?
Did. She did.
She be jacking, bro.
You're not a transition shooter like that, especially off the dribble. Like, what are you doing?
I don't mind the transition three, but I think it's a time and place for that. Like, she takes them at the worst times possible. Like,
if you're up there, yeah, I can
correct. If you're up, I don't mind it. But like, you being down 15, sister, probably let's use the shot clock. Like, let's get into some type of set. But maybe she feel like, hell, us in transition is way better than us in the midcourt, right? In the half court set right now. So let me just try to get one off. But it's like, Jackie, it's too many times where you come down and chuck, and it's still 22 seconds on the shot clock.
No,
that's a problem.
No, yeah, that is. They just, and it ain't time to panic yet, but you got to have some concern because they have not looked good at all. Even in how many games have they won?
They won 2-2. They're 2-2.
They got wins against
Connecticut and Washington.
That's right. Connecticut and Washington.
So haven't even beat a team of like that's in that top, projected top 4. They haven't even beaten anyone of like anybody to talk about, to be honest, like one of the top teams. But I will say, I don't want to just dogpile on the Aces. I will say, Liz Kidley was a bright spot. I know she played garbage minutes, but she was more effective on the offensive end than Kia was in all the games she played this year, respectfully. So I don't know. Once they were down so much, I turned the game off. So I didn't see how she was really defensively. But she was at least putting the ball up. She was at least looking to score.
Mm-hmm. On the flip side, Lo, how impressed are you with Seattle?
I told y'all I thought Seattle was going to be one of the top 4 teams this year anyway. I think that they are just scratching the surface with how they're playing. I'm not sure how the game ended with Minnesota, but either way, win or loss, they play pretty well. When you're in a dogfight with a team that just went to the finals last year, I mean, that's a pretty good measuring stick to me, like early in the season. So Skylar Diggins is playing.
It's 80-70 7 with 11.5 left.
Woo.
Who Minnesota?
Minnesota up.
Minnesota up. Yeah, Minnesota's
Yeah.
up.
So you're playing a team that essentially brought their entire team back last year, went to the finals. So I like where Seattle is. I mean, they have a few of their, they had their foundational pieces in NECA, Ezzy, and Skylar.
Mm-hmm.
But they still have a lot of pieces that they brought in as well. So I like where they are. They played Dominique a little bit more today, which I'm enjoying. Like we said, raw talent, but she needs time out there in order to develop. I think Gabby Williams is going to be huge for them this year. If the shot is falling, Seattle is going to be a dangerous team because we already know Gabby is good at taking you off the dribble and finishing through contact and going to the rim. But when her shot is falling, she's a hard player to defend. Like she's lengthy, she's big for her size, or her position, I should say. Ezzy, I'm not gonna lie, I've been a little bit disappointed. She played better against the Aces, but so far, that was her first time scoring double digits all this entire season. I'm hoping that she's going to still take that step. Like I've just been waiting year after year. When is Ezzy going to really take that step? Because when she gets aggressive, and I don't even know if she's capable of this. Some players just don't have that in them. But when and if she gets aggressive enough to look for her shot more offensively, then I think that this team, the sky is really the limit for this team. Skylar's playing at an all-star level. I think she had like 8 assists the other day. Like she's playing elite. She's scoring the basketball. She's passing the basketball. She is playing great defense. Like she's playing great. NECA can't say enough about her. Just hooping 28 points, 8 boards, 6 assists. And fun fact, I didn't know this, but NECA is the only player in the history of the WNBA that has shot 50% or more on her throughout her entire career. That's nuts. That is nuts.
No, that's really insane. That's a crazy ass stat for
Hold
sure.
on. Real quick, Lamar Wheeler hit it. Step back 3. Jesus Christ.
To tie the game?
Hey, Erica been hooping. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, you know what's so funny? I just saw this tweet. I'm gonna read it off. This is from Christian. He covers the Seattle Storm. He said, at some point you have to wonder when Erica Wheeler gets the starting nod that many thought she would have to start the season in order for Gabby Williams to slide down to her natural spot at the 3.
Because who's starting AC, right?
Yeah, AC. Which is interesting. They got AC on the low block a lot. I noticed that in the Aces game. That was really interesting.
Yeah.
Gabby had 20 tonight, and Skylar had 18.
Yeah, NECA didn't score that much tonight, but she was doing everything else.
She was.
So it's a tie game or what?
No, that was I think the 3 before. It's 82-77. Oh, that's the final. 82-77 Minnesota.
Damn.
Yeah, so I mean,
I gotta go back and watch that game.
When Gabby's scoring like this, they're hard to beat.
No, definitely. I know they're
For
glad
sure.
she came back. You know, it was like a little saga. You'll never know when she's coming, when she's gonna play, and when she's not gonna play.
Right.
But yeah, man, we knew Seattle was gonna be. I think we all had, well, not Nick, but we all had. Low had them top 5, and we just didn't, and they gonna get better because like Dominique gonna get better. Like the whole team's gonna get better as it is. So yeah, so
when that's the thing. When your vets are playing at that high level, NECA and Skylar, like especially at their age, they're still playing at a high level this deep into their career. I mean, that's a good sign. I mean, that's good leadership for the younger players.
Damn, B only had 16 tonight. Courtney had 23. K Mac 15.
Courtney needed a bounce back.
Godly. But that shows you how good Minnesota really is. Like Fee only had 16. They still won. Ain't like it was a blowout, but they still, What else we got? Anything else on that game? Anything else on the Aces? Aces fans, chill out. I know y'all. Woo! Y'all be on the timeline. Y'all be ready to. Y'all be.
They crazy as fuck. They talking about, we gonna get the lottery pick. Like, shut the fuck up. Y'all ain't getting no damn lottery pick.
Y'all definitely not.
It's not
y'all,
gonna be that bad, bro. Like,
y'all not gonna be as bad as this next team we about to talk about. The Chicago Sky. You're not gonna be as bad as this team, man. Let's get the let's see, the non so happy stuff out the way. the WNBA came back with their investigation about the stuff that was going on in the Fever game. Lo, you gave your sentiments on Twitter. You muted.
I was just looking because my phone was like going off, and I'm like, what the heck? And so it's because all of these people are under that post, under my comment, mad as shit.
Yes.
I didn't even know.
But
right.
So I don't know what goes in. I don't know what go. I don't know. Right? They want you to go off like you did last week. I don't know what goes into the investigations that goes on there, but it's not a good look. You're usually wasting time because we got videos of like them talking crazy about Angel and other players, or shit, mainly Angel outside the stadium. And like Lo has been saying since it happened, if they're comfortable saying that shit to somebody who just doing random content outside of a stadium, there's no telling what's going on inside that stadium. And a lot of people don't realize, like, Indiana fans been crazy forever, man. Like back in the day, they had a noose, like for Spike Lee when they was playing the Knicks back in the day. Like it get crazy out there. So for them to come back with that, that little statement they had, am I gonna be shocked? No, I'm not even shocked when I saw it and it came out like that. And so it's just sad. You know what I'm saying? So actually, we're gonna talk about her, but I'm not wishing nobody has an injury, but I'm kind of glad she's not even gonna be playing that next game when they play this guy. I'm like, it's like we're not gonna get no extra curriculars with them. Like, and for people who listening, I'm not okay with nobody ever having an injury, but it's just so happened that they're gonna be playing the Sky in that time while she's hurt, and it's like, thank you. We're not gonna get no bullshit, even though it's still gonna fuck around and be some, because that's just how the world is. But I didn't want to hold on too much on that. We all had our thoughts. Nick, what's your thought on this, on the investigation?
I mean, they clearly got it wrong.
Clearly.
I mean, we none of us were there, but we could tell you like there were some things being said, and the people that were at the game that were saying that things were said. Like, yeah. Come on, man. And then on top of that, I mean, Lo even talked about the video too that came out with that guy going around asking people how they feel about Angel Reese or one word to describe Angel Reese, and they said all those crazy words or whatever it is. So, like, come on, man. Like, we got to stop acting like this shit don't exist in the W, man. Like, it's been here for a while now. Like, the W just love to like ignore this shit. It all dates back to that Kathy interview on what was it, CNN or something like that.
CNN, yeah.
All she could have done was just denounce racism, and she didn't do that. Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous, honestly. And I mean, they got this whole no space for hate campaign and everything, but I really don't see them really acting on any of this because they love to just ignore shit like this. And you can tell with this whole investigation, which shouldn't have even taken over a week, to be honest. Like, I think it should have been situated in the next like 48 hours after the game per se, but not.
Yeah, it took too long.
Yeah, like that game was last Saturday. This just came out today on Tuesday, so it's been like 10 days.
Yeah, it took way too long, but I just wanted to get that out the way since we are talking about this guy. I wanted to hold too much longer on that. Lo, you had anything else you wanted to say about that? About the investigation?
I think that number one, people need to Google the word substantiate because it doesn't mean that they didn't find anything. Like, I just need you guys to be smarter because it doesn't mean that they didn't find anything. That's number one. And number two is just very difficult for me to believe that people are using microaggressive racial slurs for her outside of the game. And then they go into the arena and somehow just become saints. Like that, like to me, that just doesn't add up. Like the math doesn't math for me. But when your leader, and when I say leader, I use it very loosely, when your leader is going on national TV and saying that the racism that is happening in the WNBA is good for the rivalry, it's the rivalry and everything that's happening with it is good for the WNBA. Like, what did we really expect from this investigation? I think we all kind of didn't get our hopes up on, the investigation. We all knew what it was going to be. And so The WNBA, the commissioner, everyone involved is, showing us what's important to them, and they're showing us what matters and what doesn't matter. Like the BS, no time for hate or whatever the heck it's called. It's just propaganda. It's just it's a smoke screen. It's just to distract us from the real problems at hand. And so that's what it is. I just pray for Angel. I pray for all the Black players in the WNBA that have to deal with these racist fans, because it takes a mental toll, like, on you. Like, I'm sure it has to. Like, anyone that has dealt with any form of racism, you know what it is. Like, it takes a toll on you. I you know what I'm saying? So I'm just praying for their well-being and their mental health, and I'm just praying that they don't smack one of these damn fans one day.
Yo, before we move on, like, what up, MJ? The shit I be seeing in our TikTok comments, I only can imagine what's in their TikTok or Twitter comments, yo.
Correct. People, like, right now, I got a video on TikTok about this, and they are on my comments, under my comments, going nuts. But running numbers up, I don't care.
They go right. Keep going and take the numbers up, but they be going nuts for like a week straight, arguing amongst themselves.
Oh, it don't stop. It don't stop.
Like, people are literally under my comments saying, "But you guys didn't say anything when Brittany Griner said white girl." I said, I didn't say anything, but I'm thinking in my head. Actually, a white lady responded and goes, "Number one, you're relying on you reading her lips, and number two, saying the obvious, she is a white girl. So how's that racist?" Like, that's what the white lady said to whoever was saying a comment under my TikTok. But
and that's when you said that, when a white person say something to a racist white person, oh, they be livid. They be livid, yo. They be so mad.
Like, you're not on my side. Like, no, we have morals. All white people are not racist. Like, come on now, y'all can't be that dense.
So livid. They be so mad when that shit happened. But I just wanted to take time with that real quick before we go on.
But real quick, that's how you know you racist, because it's like how I'm bringing up a racist incident, and you're like, "But what about Brittany?" Like, really?
Racist fuck. Like, literally. Okay, so you're okay in that, but it's like, well, no, what about this?
Right, like, that's not weird. That's not weird.
It's already weird to be racist in the first place. So it's like your logic with your logic with anything is just out the door. But let's talk about some stuff on the court, man. We got so much going on with the Chicago Sky, man. Where do we start? Boo. Look, it was funny, y'all, in the rundown. I thought Nick put 0-4 in the rundown. I think it was Low, but Low, like, yeah, they finna be 0-4 tonight when we done. Shit.
Who they play?
Who are they playing? Who they playing? Phoenix. That's right. They playing Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah, 0-4.
Yeah. I really thought, that's no disrespect, I really thought they was 0-4. I didn't realize they only played 3 games.
The telecast on Sunday kept saying like 0-3, 0-3, 0-3. Okay. So that's probably why too.
I mainly listen on mute.
I hear you. Sometimes I will listen on mute too. Sometimes I do want to hear what people are saying sometimes, and then if I can't take it, I just mute that shit. Turn on some music or something. But yeah, that's what so some you can't listen to everybody. It is what it is. But man, so much stuff going on today. I'm gonna start real quick about 2 videos came out. Forgot the name of the page, but shout out to him, man. I met that guy at Notre Dame. He's a cool dude. He been pumping out Chicago Sky content. The one video that Jeff is down there doing drills with the players, and I get it. Jeff was a player development coach, but I feel like this is just bad timing for that right now. It's bad press with the Sky going on. You got, even though it's fans, but you got people calling for Tyler's head. So now it's like you coming down and making it just look like Tyler don't know what the fuck he doing. Let me come down here and work on. So that's how I looked at it. Like, you can do what you want to do when you're the GM, but I feel like that was just bad timing. It just felt like that. I don't know how y'all felt, truly, but actually I do. I think I know how Lo felt. I think Lo said something in the group chat about it, but and then it's just Jeff, and then the video with the drills. I didn't have no problem. A lot of people don't. Like, there's nothing wrong with them running this drill. I just felt like it just felt weird. The vibes felt off. It's like it was some talking. There was like no communicating. You know what I'm saying? It was just like it felt like the effort they give during game day. To me, that's what it felt like.
This was that shoot around, right?
Yeah. It just felt like that. But it was people in comments saying some wild shit about it. Like, why they working on this? What they working on? It's clearly a drill. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know what's going on.
Seconds. Like, what the?
Yeah, like, come on, man. But it just felt weird. But right now, I think all the vibes are just off with the Chicago Sky. You know, it's just.
I think most of it is mental, though, too.
Yes.
Like, I think, this whole investigation thing, the Angel Caitlyn shit, like, I think it's all mental because, I mean, you got to think this is a new team that's trying to figure themselves out, and then they get hit with this right away with the whole Angel Caitlyn situation. And now they got to bounce back. They got to play the reigning champs. Then they got to go out West Coast to play the Sparks. So it's like, I think they just got to find a way to just settle down and just get themselves together as a team. And I think it's going to start with, like, the key vets, like Courtney Vandersloot, like Kia Nurse, or whoever it is. Because you can tell, like, these young players, I think it is getting to them mentally. Like, you can tell Angel's not playing well to start the season, but I think it's all mental, honestly, which I definitely understand, especially considering a lot that Angel has been through over these past couple weeks. Same thing with Camilla, too. So I think it's just a whole thing with the whole Chicago team mentally. Yes, they do have some issues on the court that they got to figure out, but they also just got to get their heads together as well.
And I don't think they don't have bad players. I feel like maybe it's just they haven't figured out their fit yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they have a team of bad players. It's just they just seem lost on the court. And I noticed, how many of y'all noticed that they start off good, like the game, they be competitive, and then either it's the second quarter or it come out after halftime, and then shit just go left for them.
Yeah, I mean, the reality of it is they don't have an identity.
No.
They can't hold their hats on. They can't hang their hats on the defensive end. They can't hang their hats on the offensive end. They have zero identity. It's so many things that's going incorrectly with this guy. And I think people are foolish to look too much into it because what did people expect? It's a rookie head coach. You have probably seven new players on the team. You had a pretty tough schedule coming out the gate. All this stuff with Angel and Caitlyn and the mental toll on that. Like it's just so many things at once. And you're trying to, like, along with the new rookie head coach, you're coming also in with new philosophy, new sets, new things that all the players have to learn within it. These ladies have been playing together for 2 weeks, y'all. 2 weeks. Like, literally. So we got to pump the brakes and give them a chance to develop synergy, develop cohesion. Like, even Kia Nurse, she's shooting 9% from long distance. She's not going to be shooting 9% the whole year.
It's not enough.
Right. Like, she's not going to be shooting 9% the whole year. Courtney Vandersloot, not really playing well. She had 3 assists the other day. They brought you here to pass the ball in the post. It should never be a game where you only have 3 assists. Like, so many people just have to do better. Camilla and Angel we'll get into that, but they're still learning how to play with one another. I still believe that they're not giving Camilla enough touches. I think that they give up on her too easily. I think when she seals, they literally can't get her the ball, and it's very confusing to me. And then when they do get her the ball, they throw it at her shin and get pissed at her when she's 6'7". Throw it up there. I mean, she's 6'7". Throw it up there. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. To be honest, the person that gets her the ball the best is Angel.
Yeah,
literally. In the high-low set, she's the one that gets her the ball the best. Even when Angel's dribbling the ball down, because she's doing a lot of that this year, she's the one getting her the ball the best. So, I think that they can play better. I think that Beck Allen might need to start. I think Tyler needs to play around with the rotations a little bit, but again, it's 4 games in. He will get better.
Because this literally is his first time ever being any assistant or a head coach, right?
No, he was assistant for
Vegas,
but this is head coach. Yeah, first time head coaching.
He was on the bench.
Okay, that's right. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is his first time being a head coach. And then, if y'all remember, it was rumblings last year that the ownership and the GM are very hands-on in Chicago. And as we saw Jeff at the practice today, so that didn't shock me. I have no problem with him being there. just win games. I don't give a shit what y'all got going on behind the scene. But my whole point in bringing that up is if they are that hands-on, it might be only so much that Tyler can do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so even for Teaspoon, it was things that she wanted to do, but her hands were tied. And I've heard this from sources that were on the team. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, her hands were tied for a certain thing. So I'm not sure if that's still the case for Tyler. Since that's it could be. So I don't know. We'll look at it and keep an eye on it. But I mean, they're not looking great right now. Do I think that they'll look like this in another 3-4 weeks? No. But it's gonna take time. Like again,
hell hope
3 games
not.
in.
Sure in the hell hope not, because these people are crazy. But this is what I was telling people last year when they kept saying we want Teaspoon up out of here. We want Teaspoon up out of here. Your ass is 3 games in and you asking for a new coach.
And the crazy part is some of them are asking for Nola to coach. Like y'all wasn't just telling her that she needs to lose her job in Unrivaled before they went on that win streak.
For Nola? That's so crazy.
And then this is my thing. Like,
I didn't even hear that. That's insane.
Yeah, I saw tweets about it. Do the fans realize that you guys are part of the problem too? You guys make these players have locker room problems. Like they read these tweets, they read social media. So if you want your team to win, shut up. Like you guys are creating problems in these locker rooms. Like I don't get it. You say like you make all these narratives when y'all know that Twitter is very popular in the WNBA space. Like people read our tweets, people see what we're saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you guys want them to play well, yet you still bitch about it on the timeline all the time, complain about everything someone does, and then when it's turmoil in the locker room, you got confused. Like, huh?
No, no, you spot on with that.
But no, real quick, back to Camilla real quick. I think she has to be the centerpiece behind them possibly turning this thing around.
Correct.
Like, I mean, obviously Angel hasn't played well either. Obviously, Angel does have to play better, but I feel like in order to get the best out of Camilla, you got to get her the ball. Because I feel like that's going to elevate her confidence up, once you put that trust in her to be able to make a play. So obviously running actions where you can get her the ball on a low block and allow her to score inside, that's going to bring the best out of her both offensively and defensively. Because, and I've been seeing this out of Camilla for a long time now. Like Camilla does have moments where she's disengaged and not locked into the game that she needs to, which is why she doesn't play as assertive at times. But in order for you to really get the best out of her, you got to put trust in her to do what she does best. So getting her the ball, allowing her to operate, allowing her to run the offense, I think that's going to be a huge thing if Chicago's going to turn the season around.
Agreed.
Yeah, like I know she had foul trouble against the Sparks, but she only shot the ball 9 times. Like,
not enough.
Not enough at all. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to. She has to shoot more than that. She definitely does. I know one game. I don't even know if she did. Let's see. I don't even know if she got more than 10 in the game yet so far. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
And I do understand, like, and I get it. They calling her whistle was different because she's taller and bigger than everybody. She does have to be a little bit more.
How they call her whistle?
Huh?
Disgusting how they call her whistle.
Oh yeah, she has a terrible whistle. And like you said, it might be twofold with being aggressive. Like I'm being aggressive, I'm doing this, I get a foul call on me. I'm being aggressive, I'm doing this, y'all not giving me the ball. You throwing the ball to the damn shins. You know what I'm saying? So that should get frustrating after a while. Like she runs the floor well. She's gotten better at running the floor. You don't get her the ball. It's like she's got to go up stronger. That's it. That's all she got to do.
Real quick, were we talking about points or rebounds when we were discussing?
I was talking about like her shot attempts.
Oh, shot attempts.
Rebounds too. Rebounds too. Like I don't even think her rebounds too. I wanted to get a little bit more rebounds as well, but
bro, Camilla should be averaging a double-double.
Yeah,
like she's had so far is seven rebounds.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah, that's not enough, dog.
Run it, Wiley.
That's not enough at all. Like
not enough.
She only played 19 minutes against the Sparks, and she had 12 points. And
Which was a foul trouble, though, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
That's when she was in foul trouble, so I'm not going to hold her against too much. So she was 12 and 6 that game on 9 shots. She was 6 for 9 against the Sparks.
Which is good efficiency.
In 19 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But Mama Hamby had her in hell. Like, she was she had her, she was getting her to do all type of shit, but, she just need to be little bit more aggressive. And like you said, it could be twofold. I'm aggressive. You're gonna blow the whistle,
But
or I'm
that's
not gonna
also
get.
just putting that trust in her. That's also putting that trust in her. Like I feel like you got to get her the ball honestly in order to really get her confidence up. Because I feel like a lot of it is really just not her being confident, honestly. And I think in order to do that, you got to get her more involved in the offensive end. Like the way that I'm looking at it is because Chicago's backcourt is not that strong offensively, honestly. I mean, no disrespect, or excuse me, no disrespect to Courtney Vandersloot, and then no disrespect to Ariel Atkins. So when you have a backcourt, I mean, I'm not saying that they're bad players, but they're not like elite scorers by any means. So when you have a backcourt that's not really elite offensively, I feel like that should easily be your focal point to get Camilla involved, because I feel like Camilla can open up a lot of opportunities for those quality shooters, whether it's Ariel Atkins, Kia Nurse, Beck Allen, or whoever it is, honestly. So I feel like putting the ball in Camilla's hands can really turn this team around, because I feel like it can open up a lot of opportunities for Chicago.
And she's a good passer. She's an underrated passer.
She's a
Yeah,
big
very
passer.
much.
And also I think all the guards on that team are shooting under their typical career averages. Like I think Ariel Atkins, she's playing pretty decent, but she's not shooting the ball enough. They brought her here to score the basketball. And because I think last game she only missed maybe 2 or 3 shots. But it's like you shouldn't just be shooting 6 times a game. That's not enough. Like they brought you here to score the ball, and I'm not sure that her role has been like identified or told to her, because like 6 shots a game is just truly not enough for her.
I feel like she don't know yet, but I feel like her decision making is a tick behind. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when there's a window, it's gotta get comfortable. They're not there. They're
Yeah.
not really comfortable. I did see that they were up 21-17 in the first quarter.
Lamar
Like
said, "Is it true Tyler takes players out when they hot?"
they ain't got enough time to be hot. I don't know. Let me
I mean,
slow it down.
the
offense really
only
ain't been.
instance I saw was Beck Allen, but
Yeah,
I mean, it's only been 3 games. So how are people making this conclusion already? It's been
yeah,
3 games.
like I don't even think nobody's been hot enough. They've been honestly after
Beck
like
Allen was hot and he did pull her out. I do remember that.
against
Was it against the Sparks? I can't remember.
I gotta
I
go
think
back and check.
I gotta go
But
back.
she went on a little scoring streak and he did sub her out. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh
But
damn, I gotta go.
I was watching, I wasn't paying that much attention to the game. I just saw that she was like scoring back to back, and I'm like, oh, she hooping. And so then I saw him take her out, and I was like, then when she came back in, she couldn't hit anything.
Sometimes you gotta ignore your rotations when somebody hot.
Correct.
Especially
And I don't
when you
know,
got
we
Wade.
can't say that this is a habit for him because we haven't seen it consistently. So ask us that in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, about 2 weeks. I'll give you that for sure. Like sometimes you gotta ignore that shit. He gonna learn that. Just like the player gonna watch tape, he gonna watch tape. And I'm glad y'all brought up the backcourt, because people saying why we bring Sloop back, why we trade the 3rd overall pick. It's just
That's the thing. I don't want to hear that shit, because whenever they did trade the 3rd pick, everybody was like, "Oh, it's a good idea. This draft is not as good as
They
people make
certainly
it."
did.
Now all of a sudden, like, "Oh, we should have never traded it." Nah, y'all did what y'all did. Y'all were happy with it when it first happened. Got to stick with it.
But I think if we're keeping it a buck, even if they picked Sonya at 3, they would still be 0-3.
I agree.
Yes,
I agree. I don't think she makes that much of a difference. Now, she does make a difference, especially offensively, but I don't think she makes that much of a difference.
I mean, I think they get marginally better. I don't think that they get so much better where we're having a completely different conversation. I think the same things that we're talking about now, we would still be talking about whether they had Sony or not. My issue is not even the 3rd round pick. I mean, the 3rd overall pick. My issue is the future 1st round picks. That's my issue with the whole trade. That is my issue with it. I don't really care about the 3rd round pick this year. Like, yes, Sonya is hooping in DC, but she's in the right position with the right organization where they need her to do these things, right? And it's no pressure on her, because guess what? It's a rebuilding year. Like, whereas here, in my opinion, they should have just rebuild. And I said that from the get-go. It's like, I get they're trying to win while Angel, not trying to win, but trying to compete, while Angel and Camilla are still there before they blow it up, because that's probably what they're going to end up doing. But they should have went all in on the rebuild. And the WNBA doesn't take as long as the NBA to rebuild a whole team. Like, they should have just went in for a rebuild.
That's right. I was on both sides of it. Like, I definitely understand, and I will definitely would like to have a third overall pick. But it's like, just go all in. Like you said, it's some other draft picks, some other future draft picks
Mhm.
that made the trade just so bad.
Yeah.
And so people are already on their heads on the backcourt. I saw. Let's see, Lamar. You talking about Slew got to come off the bench?
That's what
Who
people saying. They saying
Who's
Haley
starting
got to
over her?
start. They
Nah,
saying
who's
Haley.
starting?
They
nah.
Who's
saying
starting
Haley.
over?
They
Who's
saying
starting over
Haley. The
Slew?
timeline saying Haley.
They
Hell
get her
nah, I'm
ass
not
out of here, man.
fuck out of here with that shit, man. And no disrespect to Haley Van Lith. I like what Haley's been doing, but no, she ain't
Yes.
started.
No, yeah,
Have we
she ain't.
seen? We haven't even seen Haley against starting WNBA. Like, have we?
No.
Have we seen her against starting WNBA guards?
I'm trying to
Because
think.
when
Did
she
she
was
play?
coming in, she was coming off the bench, so she's playing. She's not playing starting guard. So
You know what I'm saying? How
I
much?
just don't know how she'll handle their pressure because she was getting cooked in the SEC pressure. So I just don't know how she would be handling the pressure.
You
But
think Haley Van Lith playing well against Natasha Cloud?
no, I don't.
Come on, man.
I
He said,
don't.
"Ah."
I don't.
Oh
I mean, but
man,
who else? Who are their other point guards there? I think there's just Mariah Jefferson is there, right?
she hurt.
Think
She
is she
playing
hurt?
today.
Oh, she's playing today. Okay.
Yeah, I think Haley's still out though. No, Haley playing today. Hold on, was Haley playing today? One of the two. Don't get me lying. I think Mariah is still out actually.
I think I did see her in the.
One of the two are playing. I just can't remember which one. I think they said Haley was probable, maybe.
I think Sloot's cool as a starting point guard. I ain't mad at it. I mean, of course she does have to play better, but I'd rather have her as a starting point guard over the others.
honestly, having Sloot there, like having a veteran like Sloot there, is probably what's going to hold this locker room together. You know what I'm saying? During these hard times to
Yeah.
help Tyler out, because imagine not having veterans in the locker room after the opening weekend.
Then
You
it
know what
would
I'm
be like
saying?
it was last year, turmoil in the locker room right away.
I was
Yeah.
like, who were the best last year? I'm trying to remember.
Nobody.
I was like, they ain't had nobody. I
That's
think
why.
about
Yeah,
it.
that's why it was so much drama in the locker room
The
last
oldest
year.
player was probably what, Dana Evans or somebody.
Probably so.
Yeah, Lamar. Aska Suka, man. I was hoping she was gonna come up this year, but because she was
Are
at
they
the
sure? But are they sure she coming up next year?
Jeff, you just never know with his ass. You just never know with his ass. You just never know. He say one thing. He said he wanted a tall guard at point, and he picked Haley. So
Speaking of Haley, neither her nor Mariah have entered the game yet.
Are they
Okay,
playing? Are they able to play?
I mean, they got them
What
listed.
is it?
So
Are
Was
they
it second quarter?
second quarter, second
yeah,
and
second quarter, they got them listed. So we're going to assume that they're going to play tonight.
Okay.
all right. Anything else on the sky?
The question that was on the timeline is, I'll throw it to you, Nick. Can Camilla and Angel work together?
Yeah.
Oh, before you go there, hold on.
Oh.
Before you answer, Nick, listen. And I'm seeing all you Sky fans out there talking about something. Maybe we should have did Rakia and Angel. Don't bring that shit now. Don't bring that shit to the timeline now.
I saw one person in
I saw
particular
it
talking
too.
about that.
I saw it too.
Don't
And I ain't gonna
bring
lie. I
that
was like, bro,
shit-
Jay been saying this for the last year.
Don't do that shit now when I've been saying that shit. Y'all been trying to, South Carolina fans been on my ass when I said nothing against Camilla, but we should have won with Angel and Rakia. But now y'all want to say that shit now after 3 games in. I don't want to hear that shit. Keep that shit
Man,
in your drafts.
you know what it was? They were on a high because that was the same year Camilla had hit that
Yep.
that game winner against Tennessee.
Yeah, I already know what it
It
was.
was on a high.
I don't want to hear
But
that shit now. Go ahead, man.
But now, can Angel and Camilla coexist? Yes, I do think that they can. Now, I get it. They're not like super talented offensively like that. Like they can't space the floor or anything. But I mean, Lo alluded to earlier how Angel's really the only one that can get Camilla the entry pass right now. Like I think Angel, with just her dynamic as a player, and you see Tyler trying to expand her game a little bit more this season. I think they definitely have a chance to honestly. Allow Angel to play on a high block, allow Camilla to be on a low post. Allow them to just figure it out. Honestly, I think that's what it is. Like I feel like we haven't seen a lot of Camilla and Angel because obviously last year Camilla was hurt for a good amount of time. Angel got hurt towards the end of the year. So they haven't really had a lot of time together. I don't know exactly how many games they played together last year. It might have been half the season or maybe a little over half the season.
Yeah.
But with them both being injured and out of the lineups, we haven't really seen them be able to gel together. And I think with just how dynamic both of them are as scorers, rebounders, defenders, I have no question that they can work it out. Now it's up to Tyler to utilize them correctly. It's up to the coaching staff to utilize them correctly. But do I think they could be able to work together? Yes, I do think that they can.
And before we move on from this, people keep harping on Camilla and Angel. That's not even like the bad issue with the team. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not even. It's so much other stuff you can go to with the team than talking about can those two work together. And like you said, Nick, is a good point. They ain't even play a lot of time with each other. If you play any type of sport, especially basketball, you need that time to gel. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you got the same coach from last year. So you got to like you said earlier, Lo, they got a whole new philosophy. A whole new philosophy. Camp was just last month. You know what I'm saying? So
not
so
even.
Not even a month. So
Yeah,
like
Camilla was all the way overseas. Angel was in a rival. So how much time do y'all think they had?
Exactly. So they're Angel, the Camilla Angel combo is the least of their worries right now. They got other shit to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Guard play, some of the other stuff. But let's move on. Anything else about the Sky? I don't think we got nothing else to say about the Sky.
No, I just wanted to say something real quick. I think that the two can work together, but I think that the Sky won't have the patience to see it through. That's my hot take. I think they're gonna let one go. Like with not next year, probably because they'll have to decide if they're signing their rookie extension next year. So I think they'll be dumb enough to let one go.
Ooh,
you know what's crazy? I think it would be Angel.
I don't know, bro. She brings him so much money.
I know that, but I don't know. It just all depends.
Yo, let Angel up out of here, huh?
I mean, they should be patient, honestly, because you can tell both of them have improved this year. Like their games this year. Now, like I know that they haven't gotten off to good starts, but when you look at how much both of those players have grown this year compared to last year, like to me that shows that they could be great players. But also it's very interesting because I feel like part of the reason of trading away the third pick was because this is what you wanted to build your team around.
Correct.
Angel and Camilla. Correct. So if you don't let those two figure out how to grow together, honestly, then I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, but we've seen how the Chicago Sky have been poorly ran for the last couple of years. So it really wouldn't shock me if they try to trade one of them or you know what I'm saying, try to get some value back for them. And well, I would really hope not. But
man, get Jeff out of here.
I agree with everything.
Both of them ain't here no more.
I agree with everything Nick said. I think it's a very small sample size in which they played together. Camilla missed 6-7 games last year to start off the season. But then also even last year, like the situations haven't been the best. At no point in time has Camilla or Angel been like the focal point of the offense. And that's problematic. Even last year, Kennedy Carter was the focal point. Like she would cook her defender, go to the rim and finish. Angel would rebound. Like that was literally what they did. This year, they're still trying to figure out their identity, but you still have to deal with a rookie head coach, new philosophies, new terminology, new sets, new everything. You still also have to deal with 7 or 8 new players. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's still different things that you have to deal with. And I think people aren't giving the appropriate grace for these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not giving the appropriate grace for just like them to gain any synergy. They've literally probably played less than 40. I know for a fact they played less than 40 games together. You know what I'm saying? And so
it might be 30.
I was gonna say that, but I do think in order for them to work, Angel is going to have to be able to consistently knock down a mid-range jumper, whether that's the elbow extended. Because if you look at big duos that typically work, look at JJ and Stewie. Like they both can get out on the perimeter and shoot the ball. That's why they can space the floor so well. And so I think in order for them to really work how I think that they can, and like I think that honestly, if Chicago puts the time and energy into really developing them, like they could be the best front court in the WNBA in the next 5 years. But they're not. I don't know if they're going to do that. Like, I don't know if they're going to put that time into them, because it's no reason that they shouldn't be able to work with both of them, especially because Camilla went across the water and got better. Like, she got better, but we haven't even been able to see it because they barely pass her the ball. She's getting 9 shots a game. That's just not enough. So I think they need to be able to define clear roles. I think they need to play through Camilla, and then everything else will kind of fall into place.
Mm-hmm.
And also, just real quick, I mean, you got to look at it like this. Like, you could say what you want about Angel Reese, like, oh, she couldn't shoot last year, or she was missing a lot of layups per se, but Angel still had them like damn near in the playoffs last year. Like, Angel was the focal point behind all that, and she was honestly not even the best version of herself last year. So now you look at how she's coming into this year, a better version of herself. And like I said, I know that she hasn't gone off to the good start, but to me, like, what she did last year as a rookie should show you, like, hey, if we allow Angel to grow into the best version of herself, this could be the player that could take us far, especially her and Camilla combined, honestly. So I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need just a little bit of patience, and I get it. I know, like, it's like we said earlier, like, Chicago, the front office is hands on and everything, but this is a young team. Like, you can't expect them to just get it right within like 1 year, 2 years. Honestly, like, Angel's 23, Camilla's like early 20s, so they still have a lot of years to grow. Honestly, even before they hit their prime. Honestly, so
And that's
I
why they
think
should have rebuilt, because they would have been more patient with their ability to grow into their game and
right.
develop. Now, because they traded their future first round picks, they're like, oh shit, we need a product to put out here. We need them to win games. So I think
Absolutely.
I understand why Chicago fans are panicking. Like, I get it. Like, but this should really be a rebuilding team and a rebuilding year, to be honest.
It should be.
And they
That's what
traded the picks
happens.
in the wrong year too.
They did. That's
The
the
wrong
crazy thing.
God
Like,
damn,
bro,
boy, 2027.
like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, 3 years in a row, the Chicago front office has been fraudulent. Like, they have been absolutely terrible. Starting with James Wade and his shit, like starting with trading all of that for Marina Mabry, then losing Marina Mabry the next year after all the shit you traded for her. But then you actually get something back, something back out of it, and they kind of redeemed herself with the 3rd pick. But then you punt that.
And
Like,
punt it hard. They punted
it
on
just
first down.
it just
Yeah,
right.
what did
Didn't
what
make
did they
sense.
trade in that Marina trade? I'm trying to think.
It
What did
was
they trade to
a
get her?
2026 first round.
Okay, I was gonna say if it was 2025 and you saw Dallas get Page Bears.
No, I don't. It was 2 first rounders, I believe. Wiley, can you look that up? What they traded for Marina
Yeah, I'm about
Mabry?
to say.
I thought it was 2 first rounders, because I was like, Mabry going for 2. That's what I remember thinking that.
Yeah, she's not worth 2 first round.
No,
And then
she's
she
not.
rolled out the next year. I mean, then with you know what I'm saying? Like, literally didn't even play with them
In
for
the
more
middle of
than-
the year. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Middle of the damn season got traded to Connecticut.
Yep.
While you're looking for that, we're gonna move on. We're gonna come around third base real quick.
Yeah, because I'm
Me and Lo been,
over
I think Nick has been too, but we've been hate watching Golden State, but they are 2-2, and they've been playing some good basketball. But we did say, but I would say I was on record. I didn't think they was going to even have a win in this first stretch. Maybe I thought they was going to beat.
I know y'all thought they was gonna go what 0-7 or something like that.
Yeah, because they started off against the Sparks. They got blasted. They played the Mystics. They won that. They played the Sparks again and won that game. And then, of course, the Liberty just beat the doors off of them. So you can't even hold that. Or tonight. They beat the doors off of them tonight. So they're 2-2. Look, they're going to get shots up. They're going to be fun. They playing with house money pretty much. They're an expansion team. But I don't know how long. You're going to catch some teams off. If you put up shots and you making all your shots, and they're competing too. I would say they're competing. So it's like, they've been impressive, man. Not saying they can be a playoff team, but they've been playing good basketball to start the season. How you feel about them, Lo?
Hold on, before we continue. The Sky traded Marina Mabry and their 2025 second round pick or Rachel Mariah Connecticut's 2025 first round pick and the right to swap the 2026 first round pick with Connecticut.
Hang on, but what did they get Marina when she was in Dallas? That's what I want to know. Did she get traded or did she sign as a free agent? I can't remember.
I can't remember that.
No, she got traded, right? Because they gave up. I thought they gave up picks for her.
Look for that one, Wiley. Look for that one.
You were saying something, Jay, that I wanted to comment on.
About the Valkyries.
About the Valkyries. How you feel
about the Valkyries? I don't feel any way about them because I don't want them to be successful. Nick, it's on you.
Oh my God. What they say? What's happening?
Yeah, you did miss the Aces lashings. You did.
Yeah.
We kicked off the show with that.
Started off like that. I got to give it to the Valkyries. They've been playing well. I got to give it to them. It's crazy because I actually had my laptop on all three screens. It was Aces, Mystics, Sparks, Valkyries, and I can't remember the other game. But I wasn't even really paying attention to the Valkyries game. I was actually watching more so of the Aces game. And then next, I look to the next screen. I see they're up like 15. I'm like, damn, really? Like, this is absolutely insane, honestly. But I mean, it's like we all said, like we didn't expect the Valkyries to get their first win to like probably like 2-3 weeks into the season.
I didn't expect them to get their first win. Like, this is not an easy schedule.
It's not.
No, they played New York again. They got Minnesota. Then they got Phoenix. Then they got the Aces. Then they got the Sparks again. Then they got the Storm. Then Dallas.
They're about to lose all those.
Yeah, they show. That's what we were talking about. Go ahead, Wiley.
All right. So the trade with the Sky and the Wings. The Sky got Marina, the Mercury's 2024 second round pick, the Mercury's 2024 third round pick, the pick swap for the 2025 first round pick with the Dallas Wings.
That's the one.
That's the page one.
That's the one right there, boy.
That's the page.
So, and then Dallas.
They love a pick swap.
Jeez, wait.
And then
they did a pick. They did because they did a pick swap for 2027, right? Or is it 2026?
He did all this shit.
No, 2026 came afterwards. With this trade, the Wings got the Sky's 2023 first round pick, which was the number 5 overall pick. And then the Sky's 2024 first round pick, and then a pick swap 2025 with Chicago,
which was the number 1 pick.
Yep.
Yo, James Wade, that pick got dirty, dog.
James Wade, he ain't seen the pearly gates.
And he
did the dirty and took his ass to Canada.
Crazy.
Didn't even finish the season. At least
he didn't even finish the season.
Pearly gates is crazy.
Right. Over basketball, yes. Over basketball.
He ain't like that is the sky. Like when you read, like when you truly think about it, and Marina's not even there anymore. Yeah, Chicago did originally have Fevers Rice. Yep. Bruh.
I'm about to get depressed. If you think about all the players that have been part of the Sky organization, or they could have had, fucking all these pick swaps. Why you doing another pick swap? Oh my God.
They clearly ain't learned their lesson.
At all, man.
Somebody's not making smart decisions in there.
And they did a pick swap with who? Connecticut? For the 2026? I think so. I think it's 2026 or 2027 pick swap. And it's with
Why all these pick swaps? Like, I don't understand.
And the thing is, Connecticut is probably.
Why are you trading away picks?
The 2026 swap is with Connecticut.
And Connecticut's gonna be trash.
You should be stocking picks, man. You're not a contender. All right.
Gabby used to play for the Sky.
Man.
I mean, hold on, wait. Yeah.
Yeah, it was during the beginning of the year.
Yep.
They had a lot of good players.
He was there when they had like the ugly ass logo.
Yeah.
Man. All right. What was we talking about the Valkyries? Shit. Let's get back on their ass.
The Valkyries have been pretty impressive. I gotta admit. Right now they're 2-2 in the first 4 games, which is something I definitely did not expect. And I even talked about it last week. Like, I was looking at this roster, especially in that first game when they played against the Sparks, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is, honestly. Like, it's just, I mean, it's a bunch of talented players, but I didn't know how they were all going to work together, to be honest. But just me seeing them against the Sparks last Friday, I was actually really impressed. Like, for them to go up damn near 20, actually, I think they did go up 20 at one point against the Sparks. That was really impressive in itself. And I got to give credit to players like Kayla Thornton, Monique Billings, Janelle Saloon, I think that's her name. Carla Liet, I think that's her name as well. like they got some talented players, honestly, man. I was actually really questioning Natalie as a decision maker, especially as a coach, but I guess I can't say no right now, at least.
But I
No,
think we
you-
also have to keep it a buck. I mean, they played the Sparks, who didn't have
They did.
Rakia, who doesn't have Cam. Like we gotta keep it in context. But like I
I mean,
said
Hey,
before,
this
Low
is
is
a Sparks
not
team that
going.
beat the Sky.
Hey, Low. That is good context though, but Low is not going with the Valkyries.
no. What
I'm
what
not
I was-
either, to be real, but
No,
what I
we
was
ain't either,
gonna, what I
but-
was gonna say is, I said in the beginning of the season, I said teams that win and die by the 3, like they're going to win games because some games are just gonna outshoot teams,
Mhm.
and a lot of games they won't. So starting 2-2 is shocking, to me, but that's all I got for them.
I said 6 wins for them this year.
Yeah, you were wild with that. I said they're gonna get more than that. You were wild.
I think I was around
6
that.
out of
too.
44 is nuts, bro.
I said 5.
Yeah, they might win. They might win 10 at this point.
Yeah, they might win 10 at this point, but we're gonna see after this long ass stretch I just read
I
off.
took the over. I took the over on them.
What was the
I
what
think it
was
was
it?
like 7 or 8 or something like that.
Oh yeah, you probably gonna. They probably could get 10 after getting these 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sky having a #1 pick, so who would that be? Like going next year? I'm assuming it'd be Lauren Betts be #1 pick, but are they gonna? Would they pick her? If
They don't
if
got the #1 pick. This guy don't got the #1 pick.
No, what I'm saying, if they did, oh, they won't.
Oh, he's talking about if Paige, if they didn't do the swap,
Oh,
if they didn't do the pick swap, what draft pick would the Sky have gotten? I don't know. Doesn't it depend on where they it depends on where they fell in the rankings.
mm-hmm. Good question, Lamar. Oh man,
It depends on. I think it depends on. I gotta look it up, but I think it depends on where they fell in the rankings.
they probably they would have fucked it up anyway.
Well, y'all missed out on
I'll
Paige
get back to you
Beckers,
on that though.
They missed out on Paige Beckers.
Hey, listen here, man.
They probably
Yeah.
would have got. Y'all think they would have got the first round pick?
And they could have. You never know.
I mean,
They
anything's
could've.
possible. Yeah, anything.
Anything is goddamn possible.
Honestly, the way that this shit is rigged, like anything's possible.
Anything is possible when it comes to them pinballs or pulling shit out
I
of
think
a.
I think it was rigged on both sides this year. I'm not gonna hold you.
Shit, you look at the NBA. Even
That's what I'm
both of
saying.
them
It was,
got
but
taken.
even if you look at Dallas this year, they had what was it, like a 1 point something chance of
Like
winning,
a
or was it
1 point. What was it? 1 point. I think
it was like 1.6 or something like that? Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Hey
Chance
man,
of
we
winning.
always been doing like that. Like Ewing going to the Knicks, Rose going to the Bulls,
Yeah.
even Bron going to Cleveland. Like, come on, man.
Even when like the New Orleans when the Pelicans
Oh.
got Zion, when they got
Yep.
Chris Paul, like you know what I'm saying, like when they got different players, so I'm like, all right,
But
bro,
you know, all this
is
started
rigged.
when they stopped showing the ping pong.
Exactly.
Ping pong balls.
I need them to bring the ball
Bring
back
them
to
back.
the show.
Bring them
Bring the
bitches
ping
back.
pong. Bring them back.
Bring them
I
back.
literally know. We're just trusting what's in the envelopes.
And I heard that shit wasn't even live. Oh, I think it was live this year, but the last couple of years it wasn't even live. It was just a re-air for us, and they had already did the shit. But
Oh, that's crazy.
yeah, ain't that insane? But
Insane.
that's super crazy. What else? What else
I
we
got
got?
no
Before we get,
more.
let's see what else we got before we get up out of here. Oh, Dallas got their first win tonight. I'm gonna talk about it since we were just talking about Paige.
I did see that.
Shout out to Paige, man.
She was back in her college state, as you want to say, getting buckets tonight. Man, it's time. And Lo talked about it on TikTok. I'm sure she talked about it a lot. It's time. Just run that shit through Paige.
Been saying it.
They're not gonna do that.
They're not.
But that's what they did today, and they won.
It did, yes, man. I can't see them doing it throughout the whole season. Not when you have Ariki on the team, unfortunately.
No, I feel you on that, but it's sometimes.
If Ponytail won't keep his job,
What's Ponytail's name? I can't be calling that man Ponytail.
his name Chris.
What's his last? Coach Chris.
Kenny G Jr.
He does kind of like Kenny G. That's hilarious.
He does. He does.
But yeah, I
man.
mean, I'm gonna go back and look at because I couldn't fully watch the game with all my attention, but she was definitely facilitating and she was definitely like she had the ball in her hands a lot. So I'm gonna go back and look at like their usage to see who had the ball more. But Like it was looking like Paige was running the show tonight. On the parts that I saw, I didn't see the whole game.
She was running
I
the
mean,
show and
I
it helped
agree.
everybody else too.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I do think Paige should be more ball dominant. When you talk about how dynamic of a scorer, a playmaker that she can be, how she can really dictate everything on offense. So I definitely agree that she should be more ball
But I get
dominant.
what you're saying. They're not going to just give it over like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Now, look, I'll be real. I got to give it to Enrique. Like, her decision making has been bad this year. I think that plays a role in why Dallas is just now getting their first win. Honestly, because I mean, I'm even looking back at the Seattle game and how she was just taking up a lot of bad shots, not necessarily moving the ball or anything. So when you have a team that's talented, you gotta play well on offense, honestly, especially when you have this many weapons. Whether it's Enrique, Paige Beckers, Maddie Seegers, even DeJounte in some sense. Like, you got quality players. Isaiah James, another one. You got quality offensive
She's not even
talent
getting clocked.
Barely. I mean, she got a little bit of a little bit of tick today. I thought. I don't know. Or at least I saw somebody talking about her. I don't know, but overall, like when you look at how talented this team is offensively, like you got to be able to utilize everybody, honestly. And I feel like Enrique trying to play hero ball at times, like that's not gonna benefit them.
She used to. Sometimes you gotta get them bad habits up. But Paige was 27, 5, 2 steals, and she was 8 for 10 tonight.
Killer.
Everybody was cooking. Nate was cooking. Nate had 2 early threes.
Nate was cooking.
Like
I mean,
that was funny, man.
Hey, man. Anything
I mean,
else?
I don't know. I didn't watch. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole game. But like, this is what I've been at. Like, this is what we've been asking for. This is what we need to see from her consistently. We need her to score the basketball.
We do. We do. I need to see it when it's not Connecticut as well. Not saying that Connecticut is the worst team in the league, but you know how that goes. Competition, so.
I'm surprised Kathy didn't pause the league until Midwest Mary come back into.
I was just finna talk about her real quick. I don't even know. Did she get
Midwest Mary is nuts.
That's a crazy ass name, Midwest Mary. Caitlin Clark, if y'all don't know, she is out. I think it's a quad strain for 2 weeks. I don't know when she got hurt. You can't play with your quad and hamstring. So that's to reevaluate in 2 weeks. That don't even mean she's coming back in 2 weeks.
And they're gonna take their time with her as they should, because that's their franchise player. So they're gonna take their time with her, and I think they should.
Yeah, they definitely should. I don't have too much
Speedy
to say
recovery,
about this.
Sister.
Yeah, we just hear the report stuff. So
yeah,
can I say something real quick on that?
Okay, go ahead, Wiley.
This is what I wanted to get at when we discussed the Fever having all these nationally televised games, because in fear of something like this, because now you have to, the league has to worry about, well, from at least from a Fever standpoint, what is this going to look like moving forward? And then let's say 2 weeks come and she has to miss more time. What is that going to look like moving forward? So
don't worry, when she comes back, Caitlin fans gonna be like, look at the numbers when she's not there. Look how poor they
right.
are.
But the thing,
back, look at them now.
Right. But the thing this is more to Kathy more than anybody else.
Right. Yeah.
It's like you don't put all your eggs in one basket when you have so many great players in this league that you need to promote.
All that is cool, Wiley, but I'll be real. I'm about to enjoy the peace.
Oh my God,
it's about to be peace.
It's not about to be peace, Nick. They're going to be complaining all the time. They're going to be. It's not going to be.
They're gonna be like, they don't hoop like Caitlin. They don't hoop like Caitlin. They don't play basketball like Caitlin. That's all they're gonna be saying.
In all seriousness, though, this is a chance for Leah Boston to really dominate, though.
Yeah, she's been dominant. I said she's in early MVP.
Hey man, they've been using Sid as they've been using her as a damn WB frog to get all the black people on their side. Yo, they've been using her for all the little chanting and all the oh man, it's just
they said they're not watching, bro. That's why I said they don't really enjoy.
They've been saying that. I'm like, you're not hurt my feelings saying that.
No, definitely.
I think y'all telling me that for.
Right. Shoot. I don't care about the viewership.
Me either.
I
don't even know how many.
Good hoops.
And they have good players in that team. I mean, yes, Kayla's a good
do.
hooper, so it's
And
going
this
to
will be a
suck.
great time for DB to remember how to play basketball.
Yeah,
Man,
they've been on her ass. I'm sorry.
Man,
Yeah.
I've been feeling bad. Like
On
they
her
hit
Hey.
ass,
hard.
boy.
hey, let me tell you something. Once they have a bad stretch while she's gone, if they do, that racism for DB and Aaliyah is gonna be crazy. They're gonna be just like it was last year. As soon as they start having some bad games where they lose a game they shouldn't lose, the racism is gonna be on 1,000 in their comments for sure.
Hopefully not, but
Oh, you know. Oh, you know.
yeah.
It's bad.
Just remember,
the league will step in.
just remember this. They decided to have the All-Star game in Indianapolis this year.
That's crazy. Back-to-back seasons. You got the NBA and now you got the WNBA in Indian. You know what's crazy? Indianapolis does have a big black community, but the mother fans is out. You know, Natasha Howard wife already had to say something.
I
Oh
know
my,
I saw that. I
Crazy.
saw
that's
that.
crazy.
Damn. Already?
That's
Damn.
Y'all got anything else before we get up out of here?
Nope.
My fault. My headphones fell. Did y'all say something?
No,
ain't got
I don't
nothing.
got anything else.
You ain't got nothing else?
Shout out to the Valkyries. I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh! Shout out to the Valkyries. Yeah, I got nothing else, man. It was glad to be back, talk some basketball. I ain't had to load and had to nobody to stand up.
I
She didn't tell y'all to go smack nobody. Sometimes you gotta smack a motherfucker. Sometimes though,
Hey, I was wilding. I ain't going to
You
run the
was.
show
Also,
back since I
just-
missed it. Like, girl, go to YouTube and hit replay.
No,
That's
just
so
real
wild.
quick. I know we talked about the Aces early, but I was just thinking about this throughout the episode. Like they got to play the Sparks this Friday, and you know De'Erica gonna have like some type of generational type performance because she always does.
And
every time
KP.
KP too,
oh,
yeah.
KP looking to cook.
I ain't gonna lie,
She
the
she
Aces
going
may
for
not be
40.
safe
hooping.
in that game. They may not be
KP
She
safe,
going
hooping.
for
man.
40.
No, yeah, KP
yeah.
been hooping. She got an ultimate green light right now.
She
With
has
the
been
Sparks.
playing pretty well, though. I will admit. She been playing
Yeah,
pretty well.
she looks fresh. She looks vibrant. She's smiling.
Oh,
You know,
she happy.
she happy,
getting
man.
shot.
You know,
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm happy for her. She doing her thing, but you ain't lying. She might try to drop 40 against them. You say it's Friday.
She gonna try. She gonna shoot. She gonna shoot it enough. That's for
Oh
sure.
yeah, she definitely is for sure.
De'Erica was cooking them
But
last
also,
year.
Rakia might be back by then too, because I remember they said I know she was probable tonight. I don't know if she played, but if they, I don't know if it was tonight, but I know she had a concussion, and they're saying that she's like rearing up to play, so that's gonna help the Sparks a lot. And based on what the Aces been doing, we gonna see how they look.
Rakia?
Okay, so she was back tonight. Good. I was like, damn, how long it take to get out of the concussion protocol? Who's guarding Rakia?
All right, probably Jackie.
Jewel?
I'll probably say Jackie. Jewel. Oh nah.
Jewel's more
getting
lengthy though.
cooked. Jewel
Man,
getting cooked.
get big
She is-
short
I mean, she's
McGee
gonna
up out of
get
here.
Because I would think that
Jewel getting cooked.
Jackie would be on KP.
Yeah,
You gonna put
possibly.
Jewel on
Yeah.
KP?
I don't
But who
know.
is Chelsea defending? Because Chelsea gonna get cooked.
Chelsea got to defend Odyssey, I guess.
Ooh.
Yeah, Odyssey quick.
And
Yeah,
Odyssey
she
been
is.
going to the rack
She has been going to the
this
rack.
season so far.
Yeah.
Yo. She has not
She
been
been
playing
attacking.
around. She been going to the rack hard this year too. That's gonna be interesting to see. All right, we get up out here low yawning.
I know. I look half asleep.
Man, we love y'all, man. Like, subscribe, share the podcast everywhere. Hey, man, we over 200 subscribers on YouTube, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Brick by brick. We ain't gonna. Hey, listen, it's gonna be a grind, a slow grind, because we ain't no goofies. We ain't just gonna be out here just doing anything just so people can follow us. That ain't us. That is not us. That is not us at all. But man, share it on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. Man, hey, yeah, go check out Lo on TikTok too, man. Her stuff be funny as hell. Her shit so good. Right now be watching it. Right now know shit about basketball.
I appreciate that, Raiden. That's my girl, bro.
She said, I don't know what she be talking about, but she got so much information.
That's what people be saying. People be like, bro, you be so passionate about it. I don't know what you talking about, but you just be so passionate. I gotta listen.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so funny, man. But man, we love y'all, man. Till next week, man. Peace. Wally, hit the music for us, man.
Now give me my theme music.
Give me my goddamn